Yeah, little talk, I just pulled up in some fools. I told little mama tie all my shoes. Showed her 2 million cash, now she woozy. 20 matches in those.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Hey if you are new, hey if you are returning to my channel. And before we get into this little video, because baby it's going to be a long one, make sure that you comment, like, share, and subscribe. Do all of that in advance, please and thank you. And let's hop right into this video. So as you can see, I am bulk filming y'all. Like, I am on one today, okay? Like DJ Khaled said, another one, period, okay? So this black top gonna make a few appearances. All right, but yeah, as y'all can see from the video, y'all, from the title, this is going to be part 2 of my fake friend series. Y'all, I left off when me and Smurf became boyfriend and girlfriend, right? So I kind of left out a few details. So we did not become boyfriend and girlfriend until I left to go to college, right? Before I went, he was starting to try to talk to me, but I was still not rocking with him at that point because it's like, boy, bye. I'm not really feeling you. Like, I was liking him a little bit, but it wasn't enough for me to be like, oh, you gotta be my man before I leave because I'm going to college for the next 4 years. I don't really need a man, right? So once I went to college, he started to press me a little bit. Well, not pressing me, but he was pressing my best friend, Fun Size, about wanting to talk to me. And she kept trying to make me talk to him first. And I'm like, no, if you want to talk to me, then he needs to call me. Like, he needs to hit me up. So one night when they was doing their thing. I'm at college now at this point. You know, I'm over here damn near failing my tests and exams and classes. Because, you know, it's freshman year. I'm partying. Like, I don't got classes in the morning or whatever. And, ooh, Lord, my college days are a whole different series within itself. But yeah, so I get a phone call from Fun Size and she like, hey, what's up, what you doing? Like, I'm with the gangy gang. And I'm just like, oh, hey y'all, hey, what's up? You know, hey Smurf, hey Smurfettes, hey Fun Size, and you know, hey Minions. So I'm saying hey to everybody, right? And then suddenly out of nowhere, I hear Smurf's voice, and he like, yo, what's up? Like, we missed you. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like, yeah, like, I miss y'all too, you know, like, I haven't been gone that long. Because, like, by that point, it's only been, like, a month or some change that I was gone. So I was like, okay, y'all, like, what y'all doing? And they're like, oh, you know, we just, you know, like, we hotboxing in the car, we getting lit. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I think she had me on speaker at first. I'm not too sure. Like, I think she had me on the aux cord first, and then she took it off because, like, it was like, oh, okay, well, we're gonna pass the phone around to everybody. So everybody just asking me questions and, you know, stuff like that. So the phone finally gets to Smurf, and Smurf like, yo, what's up? Like, what you been up to? And I'm like, nothing. Like, he literally just heard me talk to everybody else. I'm like, okay, whatever. And he was like, so what you been up to? I'm like, nothing, you know, college, He's like, oh, okay. So, like, when you gonna let me, you know, talk to you? Like, I'm trying to, you know, see how you doing, you know. I want to see how how your college living is, And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, y'all can pull up. Like, I'm here in college. Like, y'all can pull up. Drop the Addy. And he's like, yeah, you know. So, like, we're really talking to the point where his bro was like, yo, bro, like, you hogging up the phone, like, you know, ninjas want to talk to her too. So here's a real little backstory to the backstory. So the backstory to the backstory is that his brother, we're going to call him Hothead, because he had a hot head. Like, that man was, child, if he had a, like, he would have been trigger happy, for real. But he was definitely like a hothead. So Smurf's brother, Hothead, he used to have a crush on me, right? So way before I even met Smurf officially, I had met Hothead first. But when I met Hothead wasn't with his brother Smurf, but he came to like one of Fun Size's kickbacks or whatever. So he was trying to chat it up with me, but at the time I was like 18, 19, I think no, I was like 18 and he was like 16, and I was like, no, honey, okay, I'm not doing no underage nothing. I don't care if we 2 years apart. I don't care if we're both technically still teens. I am legally an adult. You are not. Nah, I'm not doing it. So we swapped Instagrams. We just said, hey, what's up when your birthday, and that was it. So like nothing ever came of it. So fast forward back to that moment when Hothead was like, yo, Ninja's trying to talk to her. Smurf was like, nah, bro, like, you good. Like, I'm talking to her now. Like, she good. Like, I'm talking to her. So I was just like, oh, effing brother. Like, I am not trying to get in between the bros, okay? I am not Elena from the Vampire Diaries. I'm not trying to get in between the bros and smash him and then smash you. Like, I'm not doing it, right? So I was just like, okay, y'all. So I'm about to go. And he like, no, for real. Like, you know, like, I need to get your number, da-da-da-da. And I'm like, okay, like, I guess, like, you know, like, I'll text Fun Size. Like, mind you, we're still talking on Fun Size's phone. So I'm like, okay, I'll just text Fun Size, da-da-da-da. She like, give him your number now. And I'm like, no, like, I don't want to say it out loud. Because, like, she had me on speaker. I'm like, I don't want all of them to have my number. Even though I feel like most of them have my number already. I don't know, y'all. I was just being weird. So I was like, no, like, I'm cool. Like, I'll just text you and then, like, you give it to him. So I was about to hang up. And she was like, okay, her number is 123-456-7890. And I'm just like, why would you just give him my number like that after I told you I didn't want you to do it like that? So he was like, all right, bet, like, I'm going to call you tonight. I'm like, all right, whatever. So we hang up, going by my day. And then we start chatting up that night. Like, he literally called me that night, y'all. And from that point forward, like, we really started talking. And then fast forward to the end of the last part 1, that's when we got together. So now that we're all caught up, let's get to the point where now we're together, right? So, boom. That was the backstory to what I had forgot to mention before we got together, right? Okay, boom. So we are together now, and you know, we kind of start from the wrong foot, which is being in a long distance relationship. So I mean, granted, he was about 45 minutes to like an hour away from me, but nonetheless, I'm on campus. You are at home doing your thing. We can't see each other every day. We can't see each other every weekend. Like, you busy and I'm busy. So at the time, I think he had just gotten a car or whatever. So when he pulled up on me, like, on the first time, you know, we was talking or whatever. And long story short, y'all, I lost my V card. And I highly, highly, highly regret it. I highly regret it just because he was a bozo. Like, that's all I gotta say. Bozo status. Like, that happened. And I feel like he became, like, addicted. Like, he always wanted to, you know, do physical activities. And I was like, no, boy, no. Like, I got school, I got time. I don't have time for that, da-da-da-da-da. And it kind of started to affect our relationship so early on because he would kind of almost be like, I just want you to be my girl and I just want you to do what I want you to do. And you know, like, why can't we just make each other happy? And I'm like, we can, but my version of happiness is not through giving my body to you whenever you want it. Like, that is just not how it's gonna go. So, peer pressure was a mother effer. And unfortunately, I ended up giving in a lot to him because I was just like, my first relationship, I've never been through this before, so I feel like I had to, right? It just became a huge cycle of toxicity, of him gaslighting me, of him making me feel bad, of us literally getting into like full-blown arguments over it because he just felt like I was doing too much or I was being too sensitive or I was just not doing enough for him. And I would really be crying and be like, oh my gosh, I don't want to lose you. You know, just doing the most, like just doing the whole nine. And it reached a point when I would come back home from college, we would get into it heavy to the point where like we low-key started arguing like in front of, you know, the Smurfettes and the Minions and stuff, you know. And they would be looking at us like, and mind you, we was not the couple that would be like, F you, I hate you, Jody, I hate you, Jody. Like, it wasn't like that. It would be more like we're sitting next to each other, and I'm talking to him like, and he's like, and I'm like, you know, like, we're making, like, hand movements to each other, like, what's good? Like, what's up? Like, why you acting weird? Like, why you being weird? Like, why you being weird to me? Why you being weird to me? No, for real. But it was just a lot, like, back and forth. Like, what's up? Like, why you being weird? Like, stop doing that. And, you know, he be like, oh, man, here you go. I ain't about to even say nothing to you no more. Like, I'm going to just let you chill, bro. Like, I'm going to go, you know, puff, puff, puff with my boys. I'm like, all right, bro, whatever. And that's when the division really started to happen a lot. It's because when me and Smurf got into it, he would go run to his boys. When I was feeling bad and down, I couldn't run to nobody about nothing because I was really scared to speak with Fun Size about my drama because Fun Size, like I said way in the beginning of part 1, they're all friends. Fun Size and Smurf are friends, and their respective friend groups are friends too. So I'm the only outsider within this whole fake ass friend group. So if I go to Fun Size, even though Fun Size was my friend first, she's now part of this weird cult like group, which I'm gonna get into later in probably part 3. Now that she's part of this group, her loyalty is now more with them than me. Right? So when I would try to express my concerns about Smurf and him pressuring me to do certain things and him talking to his boys about me, which now they're looking at me crazy, and me and him are now having public disagreements in front of them, I would try to explain this to her, and she'll just be on some, and you know, that's just how ninjas are. Ninjas gonna be ninjas. Da 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 da. Oh well, like just leave him alone. Like don't F for him then. Like, or we'll pull up right now on his house and we'll tell him right now. And they like later on, when I kept telling her stuff, it became more. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, for real? Oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's crazy. And yeah, y'all already know what people do when they say, oh, that's crazy. That means they don't really give a fuck about what you're saying. They just kind of listening so they can go back and gossip about it to other people, you know? So I was like, yeah, you know, and like I was always careful with my words because like even before I knew Fun Size was going back and telling her friends and Smurf's friends about what I was saying about my own dude, I just had a really deep gut feeling that like she was talking mess about me, and I was scared if I said like the wrong thing about Smurf and she told him, like it was gonna be up for me. Like, mind you, I'm not scared of no human on the face of this earth, honey, because anyone who know me know I get down. Okay, I know how to. I know how to use these. So it was never a fear of like someone gonna hurt me or jump me or whatever the case may be. But I don't know. I just had like this fear. Like I didn't want to be the problem out of the friend group. I didn't want to be the issue. Like I'm already the outsider, right? So how I look like as the outsider coming into a friend group causing drama because I don't want to accept my boyfriend's lifestyle and what he wants to do in our relationship. So I don't know, y'all. I was like really just stuck in a rock and a hard place because like I didn't want to ruffle any feathers. Just to keep it simple, right? So time moves on, right? And at this point, we are close to like a year in. So within the first year of our relationship, there was a lot of cheating on. Like, he did a lot of cheating, a lot of lying. I found news in his phone. I found messages and so forth. And of course, I forgave him because it was a lot of manipulation involved and a lot of lying and a lot of, oh, she don't mean nothing to me. She old news. I'm with you now. Like, why are you mad? Because, like, it's just pictures. It's not like I'm going to see them. Which I would later find out to be completely false. He was seeing them. And like I said, I'm at college. You are at home. So you have time to skirt, and do your dirt. Because I'm not there to see you doing it. And even when I was there, y'all, this man was still doing the dirt right under my nose. But that's part 3. That's part 3, right? So it became more of a, he stopped coming out less to see me at college. He stopped coming to, you know, just see me in general. And even with, like, us texting and calling each other, that became less and less because he did start working, you know, a few jobs. But then it got to the point where it's just like, I'm busy. And it's like, okay, but you can't be that damn busy when I be calling you sometimes, you with your homeboys. So are you that busy or you just don't want to talk to me? You know? And at this time, Fun Size has started to pick up on all of this, obviously. So she would start calling me more and be like, hey, like, what's up with you and Smurf? Or, hey, what you doing? Or, what's going on with you and Smurf? Like, you want to come see your man this weekend? Like, you know, I could come pick you up, And I'd be like, I don't know. She would like, come on, girl. Like, let's come on. Like, stop being boring. Like, stop being weird. And I'd be like, oh, okay, I guess. So, when she would come pick me up and stuff like that, you know, we be talking. She was like, ooh, bitch, like, we should go on a double date. Like, me, you, our ninjas. Like, we should really just, you know, look cute and go into the movies. And I was like, oh, yeah, I don't know about that. Because, like, at this time, I think she was still messing with, like, one of her other dudes. So, she wasn't with her baby daddy yet. Like, her now baby daddy. But at the time, he wasn't even her baby daddy yet. He was just, like, a little random dude, whatever. So, I was like, yeah, you know, like, I'll see about that. So, I started to confide in her more about certain things about my relationship. And shortly enough, fast forward, and I don't know if this was year 2 of our relationship, of me and Smurf's, like, relationship, but by year 2, she was definitely in full-blown gear of telling all my business to her friends. Mind you, I had no beef, I had no smoke, I had no static with none of her friends, but I didn't really consider them my friends because the shit that that Fun Size was saying about them was starting to become very telling that I'm going to be next. And at this point in time, her and her minions, they started to fall out a little bit. One of them actually exposed her in a group chat. And yes, I do got the messages. I'm not going to post them though. But one of her minions turned on their leader, child. And she started exposing Fun stuff like, you a fraud, you this, you that, you've been ran down, ran through, ran up, ran over. Like, girl, like, she was just dragging Fun Size for filth. And I mention this because this is a very important detail in part 3 of how Fun Size really just started to treat her friends in general, but how she somehow just kept them in a death grip and tried to keep me right there with them. Like, this girl was very tactical with her friends and how she used them, right? So, when that happened, she was like, man, F her, F this, like, F that B. I was using that anyway, da-da-da-da. And I was just like, yeah, that's crazy, you know, like, that's crazy. And, like, at this time, I had started to kind of not really talk about Smurf no more. And she would be like, oh, well, I don't want to be the one to tell you, but someone told me that they don't like you and Smurf together. And I'm like, who? She like, I can't say who, but yeah, they don't like y'all together. Like, y'all be arguing too much, y'all be doing too much. Mind you, this is probably like my best friend. Fun size is my best friend, remember? So it's just like, if you my homie, why can't you tell me who talking shit about me? Why are you trying to be weird and put it under the covers? Like, you're weird. So between her talking crazy mess about her friends to me, and then her slowly telling my business to them same friends, and then her now telling me that somebody in the friend group, a mysterious person out the blue, said that they don't like me and Smurfs together because we're not compatible and we argue too much. You are fake. You're fake. You're fake. You're fake. And I'm so sorry. Anytime someone is entertaining anything that's negative about someone that they're supposed to be friends with, if you do not tell them the same minute, hour, second, day, you ain't a real one. She didn't want to tell me that right away for a reason, and waited until like some time later to want to tell me that. I'm like, you're weird. So I know I'm going back and forth between like my ex and my best friend, but trust me, they go together. I promise y'all. Okay, just let me cook. Just let me cook. At this point, I'm kind of hitting my peak with her and with my ex. Like, they both play me like a fucking dummy, and I'm over it. Like, y'all both play me like a effing violin, and I'm over it. Like, just put a mother freaking wig on my head and then go red clown's nose and call me Ronald McDonald, because I feel like a clown. I feel like a clown. I really do. Because I got my best friend talking about me behind my back, over here telling my business, my sorrows, my pain to these weird ass girls that she fought out with every 10 business days. And then I got my dude over here lying to my face, gaslighting me, saying that he's too busy to chop it up with me, but every time I talk to my best friend, she's with you, and then you're with the homies, and if you're not with her, you're still with the homies out with the hoes. Like, I'm so confused. Like, who doing what at this point? Because let me know, like, who on what? Because when I come back, when I touch down, it's gonna be a motherfucking issue. And sure enough, when I came back home, and this was like one of the final times that I knew instantly off rip, we was not going to be cool no more. Because every New Year's Eve, me and my ex would always get into it. Always, 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 always. And close to one of those times of the year, I think it was like for New Year's Eve or Christmas, when I had put up on Fun Size, I pull up. So, like, at this point, me and Smurf, we're not even together at this point. Like, we're on our break. And while I'm sitting at the table, why the minions walk up to me and was like, so I heard you and Smurf not together no more. Mind you, I don't talk to the minions. Like I said, me and the minions never had beef. It was never static. But I don't rock with y'all because y'all not my friends. Y'all are Fun Size's friends. I'm only here to be cordial because that's what people with manners do. They be cordial. They say hi, they say bye. They may entertain a little light, small talk conversation, but nothing too personal, you know? And I'm like, who told you that? And it was funny because the main one who said I heard, later on, me and that same girl would end up really getting into it. Ugh, that's another story. But I was like, who told you that? She was like, and the minute I said that, why did Fun Size walk up? She was like, looking at me like, yeah, like, and I'm looking at her like, because like, they're standing up, so I'm looking up like, look at them like, and she's like, I'm just like, looking at them. Mind you, I'm sitting down, so like they kind of got me in a corner because like it's like a wall right here. I'm sitting here. They're like right here, so they're like in my space, right? So I'm just like, at this point, I feel cornered. I feel trapped. I feel bamboozled. I feel blindsided. I feel like it's a lick, and they about to give me for all my, like, I don't like this. I don't like this. Like, call me a sucker, because it's feeling like an easy lick right now, for real. And I wasn't rocking with it. So I was just like, well, you know, it is what it is. She like, so did y'all break up? I was like, we chilling, we good. And she was like, the girl started laughing like, what's funny? So when I looked back at Fun Size, she was just looking at me, and I'm looking at them. Like I'm looking at all the minions now, and they all just looking at me. I'm just like, you raggedy. And that was the moment that I knew that I cannot trust this girl no longer. Like, I felt that shit in my spirit. I felt that in my soul. Like, I can't trust you no more. Because I remember when I had told her all that mess about me and Smurf, I was on the verge of tears. Like, I was crying. Like, I was really sad. Just to come home from college, and now I know that you've been really pillow talking your ass off with the same weirdos that you claim you don't rock with, that they don't F with you, you don't F with them, but now they asking me about my business that I told you, and you're telling them. How does that work? How you my friend, but you pillow talking? How you my friend, but you keying about my pain and my drama to somebody else? How that work? I'm just have to end it right here, but just know that moment, what she did, that was literally the beginning of the effing end. I promise y'all. And I really did skip on I really skipped on a lot of stuff, because baby, we'll be messing around and have 10 parts to the series. But just know, at this point, not only did she tell them all that mess, but like I said, Smurf, my boyfriend at the time, was telling his dudes. He was telling the Smurfettes some mess about me too. So now when I come back home, I'm stuck in the middle wondering why everybody is looking at me like I'm crazy, because Smurf and Fun Size have now concocted this weird plan, and I don't know if they meant to do it on purpose, but it was just so coincidental that y'all both went to y'all respective friend groups, told them a lot of lies and BS about me, and now when I come back to face the music, I'm hit with questions like I owe y'all something. I'm hit with dirty looks like I just stole something from y'all. I'm hit with the cold shoulder like I just ran down on your family and you mad because you want to get your lick back. Like, I was just so confused. So imagine just being in a predicament where your best friend and your dude both turn on you, and now they're painting you to look like the problematic person. You could probably feel my energy through the screen, y'all. Like, if you can, I'm so sorry, but I am getting like a little heated because like I'm really getting mad all over again. Like, but it's cool. It's cool, because one thing about them tables, they gonna keep turning. Yeah, one thing with them tables, they gonna keep turning. So yeah, I'm just in the video here, y'all, before I mess around and get to part 3. Just know, I got their ass. No, I'm just playing. But no, respectfully, I did get their ass. Anyways, I'm out. Part 3 coming when it comes. I don't know.